So today's deep dive is all about this whole future of work thing, especially with AI. We found this article. It's called, Will AI Take My Job? How safe is your role from AI? Catchy, right?
Straight to the point.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to break down this article, see which jobs might be, phased out by AI, and which ones seem pretty safe, at least for now. That's the scary part.
The million-dollar question, really.
Totally. And look, for anyone who's like, AI, what's that? The article basically says it's machines acting all smart like humans. Your phone understanding what you say. That's AI.
Right, like even those spam filters that catch the weird emails, AI is sneaky, it's everywhere already.
Exactly. So this article, it says this whole robot revolution thing, it's not going to be overnight, but, and this is wild, it says AI is being adopted faster than any other technology ever.
Faster than TV, like back in the day?
Yeah, faster than radio, everything. It's the speed that's crazy.
That's kind of what's freaking everyone out, I think. Like, we can't even picture it.
Right. No robot uprising tomorrow, but things are changing fast.
Yeah.
Anyway, the article, it gets into specific jobs that AI is already changing, and some of them surprising, to say the least, like customer service. We've all talked to those chatbots online, right?
Oh, tell me about it. Sometimes they're helpful, but sometimes...
It's like talking to a wall sometimes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, if it's a simple question, sure. But anything complicated, good luck with that. You need a human who can actually understand what you're dealing with.
Totally.
Hmm.
Sometimes only a human will do. And, speaking of needing a human, the article says a lot of those office jobs, like white-collar jobs, those are changing too. Accountants, bookkeepers, even people who do market research.
That's the thing with AI. It's not always replacing the entire job, at least not yet. But it's changing how we do the work.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean. So it's like AI takes over the boring parts.
Yeah, exactly. Think about those accountants, right? All those spreadsheets. AI can do that way faster and probably more accurately. Frees up the human to actually, think about the client's finances, make some strategy.
So less robots taking jobs, more like robots being coworkers. Weird.
And kind of a good thing, potentially.
True. Okay, but then the article gets into blue-collar jobs, which is interesting, like manufacturing and stuff. You'd think those would be safe.
People always assume it's going to be the robots on assembly lines first, which is happening, but
It's already happened. There are robots delivering food now. It's wild.
it is wild. And that's just the beginning. Companies like Starship Technology, they're already doing it. But this is where it gets really crazy. They talked about robot surgeons operating on pigs.
Wait, hold up. Robot surgeons. Like, are they any good?
It's still early, but the technology, it's moving so fast, it's kind of scary. And that's where the bigger conversation comes in, right? Not just if we can do these things, but if we should.
Okay, yeah, robot surgeons and self-driving cars, that's some sci-fi stuff.
Right.
But you're right. It's not like AI is going to replace every job, at least not yet. The article talks about jobs that really need that human element, which, thank goodness for that, right?
Yeah.
That's what we'll get into next. So robot surgeons, wild, right? But the article also talks about jobs that AI probably can't do, at least not yet, like where you really need a human. Thank goodness for those.
Right, exactly. These are the jobs that need that, what do they call it, the human touch.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So like all those things that you can't really program into a machine, empathy, being creative, stuff like that.
It's those deeper things that make us human, and some jobs, they need that. Think about like teachers,
Yeah.
therapists, even CEOs to some extent.
Mhm.
You need emotional intelligence for that. You can't fake it.
You really can't. It's true. You can't program a robot to inspire a bunch of kids or like get what's going on with someone in therapy. Humans are messy.
We are. And that's not all. The article, it talks about how some jobs you got to think strategically, be adaptable, original. You can't just follow a script, like lawyers, writers, marketing people, even software developers.
So AI can maybe write some basic code, but it's not going to come up with the next big app idea.
Exactly. It's about seeing that bigger picture. And AI, it's not quite there yet, not for those really complex things.
Okay, so that's kind of reassuring, right? Like if you're a lawyer or a CEO, you're probably safe, at least for a while.
Well, hold on. It's not that these jobs are totally safe. It's more that AI is going to change how we do them.
Right, right. It's not about replacement. It's about, AI doing some of the work.
Yeah, think of it like this. AI can do the grunt work. Data analysis, making schedules, even writing basic stuff. But the human, you're still in charge, you just have more time for the bigger picture.
Makes sense. So instead of spending all day on spreadsheets, you can actually talk to your clients, be more creative. That's kind of cool, actually.
It is interesting, right? And that's what everyone listening should be thinking about. It's not just, will AI take my job, but how will it change my job? because that's happening no matter what.
So we've talked about jobs that robots might take and jobs that seem safe, for now at least.
Mm.
But what does all this AI stuff mean for, like, everyone else? People listening are like, wait, what about my job?
It's the big question, right? And this article, it does try to give some advice. The main thing it says is don't freak out about AI replacing you. Think of it as a tool you can use.
Okay, I like that. Use it, don't fear it. But what does that even look like? Like, how do we actually use AI at work?
Well, you got to know what AI is good at and what it's not.
Right.
So AI, it's great at those repetitive things, data entry, stuff like that. But anything creative or where you got to solve problems, that's where humans come in.
So it's about being good at those things AI can't do, right? Like critical thinking, all that.
Exactly. Those are the skills that will set you apart. And this is important. You got to keep learning new skills.
Because technology never sits still.
Never. This article, it really stresses how important it is to be adaptable. AI is changing so fast, you got to be willing to learn new things all the time.
So it's like, remember when graphic design became all digital? The designers, they didn't just disappear. They learned the new software.
Exactly. They adapted.
Right.
And that's what we all have to do. Think of AI as a partner, not a replacement.
Working with the robots, not against them. I can dig it.
Exactly. It's about collaborating, using AI to do the things it's good at so we can focus on what we're good at.
This has been honestly kind of mind-blowing. From robot surgeons to like the power of being human, wild. But the big takeaway, I think, is that AI is here to stay, but it doesn't have to be scary.
Exactly. It's about adapting, learning, and honestly being excited about the future.
That's a good way to look at it. And hey, if you're listening and you want more details, we'll link to that article in the show notes. It's a good one. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive, everyone.